What does it truly mean to be free? In a world filled with endless demands, obligations, and the pressure to constantly strive for more, the idea of freedom often revolves around autonomy and personal choice. But is there another way to understand freedom? One that doesn't rely on control, possession, or ambition? Taoism, one of the oldest and most profound philosophical traditions, offers a radically different view of freedom that might just challenge everything you thought you knew about living freely. Taoism teaches us that true freedom is not about fighting for your rights or asserting control over your circumstances. Instead, it's about aligning with the natural flow of the universe, embracing spontaneity, and living in harmony with the Tao. In this video, we're going to explore how Taoism defines freedom, how it differs from conventional Western ideas, and how you can apply Taoist principles to find deeper freedom and peace in your own life. Welcome to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel. Here, we explore ancient philosophies and their relevance to our modern lives. If you're seeking wisdom that can transform your approach to life, happiness, and self-realization, you've come to the right place. We dive deep into the teachings of Taoism, Buddhism, and other transformative traditions, helping you uncover insights that can guide you on your journey. If you enjoy this video and want to learn more about how these timeless philosophies can enrich your life, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for updates on future content. Taoism's understanding of freedom is deeply intertwined with its view of the Tao, the natural, underlying force that flows through all things. Unlike Western philosophies that often define freedom as the ability to make independent choices or assert one's will, Taoism views freedom as the ability to live in accordance with the Tao, the universal principle that governs all existence. In the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu writes, "The Tao gives birth to the One gives birth to the Two gives birth to the Three, and the Three gives birth to all things." The Tao is the source of all things, yet it is also the natural order in which the universe operates. Freedom, according to Taoism, arises when individuals stop fighting against this natural flow and allow themselves to align with it. This alignment is not about control or self-interest, but about yielding to the inherent rhythms of existence. By letting go of ego-driven desires and striving, individuals can experience true freedom, not as the ability to do anything at will, but as the freedom to be themselves, in harmony with the world around them. While personal freedom is often seen as a central goal in many Western philosophies, Taoism presents a more subtle and integrated view of freedom. The Taoist approach does not place freedom at the center of its teachings in the conventional sense. Rather, it emphasizes living in accordance with the Tao by letting go of desires, ego, and attachments. The result is a kind of effortless freedom that arises from simply being. In Taoism, freedom is not an individual struggle against external forces. It is an understanding of one's place within the greater whole of the universe. The practice of Wu Wei, often translated as non-action or effortless action, is central to Taoist thought. This concept encourages individuals to act in a way that is spontaneous, natural, and without forceful intent. The more one lets go of personal desires and surrenders to the Tao, the more freedom one experiences. To live freely, according to the Tao, is to live without resistance to the natural order. It means being present in the moment and allowing things to unfold as they naturally will. Taoism teaches that when we live in alignment with the Tao, our actions are not forced or driven by the ego. Instead, they arise naturally, guided by intuition and an understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. Lao Tzu's teachings in the Tao Te Ching encourage individuals to relinquish control over their lives. This surrender is not a form of passivity, but rather a dynamic way of engaging with the world, acting from a place of deep wisdom and natural spontaneity. It's a freedom that arises from inner peace, not from an external fight for autonomy. Living freely in Taoism also involves letting go of societal pressures and expectations. In a world that often encourages competition, comparison, and striving for status, Taoism offers a path of simplicity and peace. By reducing unnecessary desires and focusing on living in harmony with the Tao, individuals can experience a deep internal sense of freedom. In the Western world, freedom is often associated with personal liberty, autonomy, and the ability to act according to one's will. This kind of freedom is typically defined in terms of individual rights and the power to choose one's own path, free from external constraints. However, Taoist freedom challenges this view by proposing that true freedom arises not from asserting one's will or accumulating personal power, but from yielding to the natural flow of the universe. Rather than seeking control over one's environment or circumstances, Taoism teaches that freedom comes from letting go, from surrendering the need to dominate or control. Taoism also teaches that the ego, or the sense of individual self, is one of the greatest sources of bondage. In traditional Western concepts of freedom, the self is seen as the central agent of action. Taoism, however, proposes that freedom is found when the self recedes into the greater flow of life, allowing individuals to act without attachment to the ego or its desires. In essence, freedom is the freedom to live authentically without the pressure of external expectations or the inner conflict of personal desires. In today's fast-paced, goal-oriented world, the search for personal freedom often revolves around the pursuit of success, wealth, and autonomy. Many people feel trapped in the cycle of constant striving, working to meet external expectations and measuring their worth based on societal standards. Taoism offers a refreshing perspective for those seeking to break free from this cycle. Practice Wu Wei, effortless action. Taoism teaches that freedom comes from action that is in harmony with a natural order, not from forced or overexerted efforts. In modern life, this could mean embracing a more relaxed and spontaneous approach to work and life, letting go of the need to control outcomes, and focusing on what feels natural and right in the moment. Embrace simplicity. Taoism encourages simplicity as a path to freedom. In a world filled with distractions and constant desires, Taoism teaches that happiness comes from simplifying one's life, letting go of material possessions, superficial ambitions, and unnecessary complexity. By living simply, you free yourself from the weight of consumerism and the pressures of modern society. Let go of the ego. In modern society, ego often drives people to seek external validation, whether through career success, wealth, or social status. Taoism suggests that true freedom is found by letting go of the ego and living from a place of humility and self-awareness. This means letting go of the need to be better than others and instead focusing on inner peace and connection with the Tao. Live in harmony with nature, Taoism places great importance on the natural world as a mirror of the Tao. In the modern search for freedom, Taoism encourages individuals to reconnect with nature, whether by spending time outdoors, appreciating the cycles of the natural world, or simply understanding the interconnectedness of all life. This connection to nature provides a sense of perspective and freedom from the artificial pressures of modern life. In Taoism, freedom is not about asserting individual will, but about aligning with a natural flow of life. By practicing Wu Wei, embracing simplicity, and letting go of the ego, Taoists believe that true freedom is found. This freedom arises not from striving for control, but from living authentically and in harmony with the Tao. In today's world, where many are seeking personal freedom and self-realization, Taoism offers a path of peace and balance that can guide us toward a deeper understanding of freedom and a more fulfilling life. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this exploration of Taoism and freedom insightful, please consider subscribing to the Unfolding Journey channel for more videos on timeless wisdom and philosophy. Don't forget to like this video and leave your thoughts in the comments below. What does freedom mean to you? How do you connect with the Tao in your own life? We'd love to hear your perspective. Until next time, may your journey toward freedom and self-realization be filled with peace and clarity.